Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all smashing it, winning in life, all that jazz. Guys, first and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed the like button, I want you all to smash it to pieces right now. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're on the road to 7K and we're getting there very, very quickly. And we've got the notification bell, ding dong, all that jazz. Make sure you do hit the notification button so you know when I go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description, guys. I hope everyone's doing well. Up the Chelsea as always. We're going to have a wonderful show tonight. A lot of mudding to do. A few things I need to get off my chest. And we're going to have a great show. So, guys, what are we saying? Get in the chat. I want to see who's in the chat. Let me have a swig first. Delightful, bruv. All right, so we've got Neil in here. Big up to Neil. Says big up Johnny in the Minerals Army FC. Nkunku injured. Clown owners sitting on their hands over Caicedo and Taylor the ref on Sunday. Are we cursed? Land the mud geezer. Up the fucking Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Big up to Tom Top Bins as well. He goes, oh, hang on. We signed another kid from Santos. Every cloud has a silver lining. Not wrong, Top Bins. Not wrong, my geezer. Mixed Minerals, Dina's in here. Big up Stuart Little's in here, is he? We got Captain Crunch. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. JP the Dog. Big up to you. Big up to Dirty Sanchez. Shane CFC up the Minerals gang. Land it on these clans and the agenda merchants. We will. Metal Face Doom's in here, bruv. Big up to you. We're saying Contra says, remember when they said Neymar's too injury prone? Yeah. Big up the Cursor. Boom. You know the deal. Big up the Cursor. Big up the Aussie. He says up the Minerals FC. Georgie One Foot's in here. Big up the Quino. Big up the Quino. Let's have it right. Quino was there last night, weren't you, Quino? You know the deal last night. I think a few Minerals FC Ultras were there last night. We're going to fucking address that last night. Yes, we will. We will address that. Big up to Quino. He says, Minerals dagger, let's have it right. And we are going to land a dagger. We're going to land a dagger on all the fucking little wrong'uns in the game. All right. And we're going to expose these wrong'uns for what they really are. Big up to Richard Evans in here. Like Security says, big up to you. Big up British Patriot. Up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Tony Tigers in here. Chelsea Anorak. All my members as well. Up the Minerals FC. Big up to Leo. Big up to Audrey. Says Diamond. Is that a Diamond Geezer? Diamond Minerals? What are we doing here, Audrey? Let us know. Stuart Little. I said your name, Stuart, bruv. I said your name. Yeah, let's have it right. Where's Caicedo, mate? Chelsea Blue and Blue. Big up to you. Bazjan's in here. Up the Chelsea. Big up Johnny. Nkunku injured. Agenda merchants will blame Sterling. Same way Reece was injured and blamed Mount. Same old narrative. Watch when that happens. You're not wrong, and it will come. It will come. John CFC's in here. Big up to you. Chelsea number one. Mick O'Dillon. This is big up, people. Bartek Minerals is in the house. Let's have it right. Let's go, Johnny. Big up all my Minerals generals in here. Oh, love it, Quino. He says, wrong'uns get muddied on the Twitter space and always go personal. Lol, clowns. You know the deal, bruv. You know the deal. Big up the ITIS merchant. He says, we've been linked with Phil Foden. We've been linked with Phil Foden. Who's spreading that nonsense? Oh, crying out loud. Does it get any worse? British Patriot says, the injury stuff is jarring, mate. Big up the H Talks as well. Says, big up, Johnny. Hope you and your family are blessed and good. I am all well, mate. Everyone is landing it, and I hope you are as well. Do go and subscribe to H Talks Chelsea, guys. Make sure you do go and subscribe to his channel, guys, and help him out. Put your link in the chat, geezer, so people can subscribe to your channel. Just put it in the comments, and then when people watch back, they'll be able to click on the link, and then they can go and subscribe to you, geezer. Big up to Danny HC. Lovely to see you in here, Danny. Big up to Jamar Jones. Who else in here? Christopher J. Richardson Davies. Big up to you. If only we had another number 10. Oh, the irony. Exactly. We'll get on to that. Big up to everyone, bruv. Big up to everyone. Do get in the chat, guys. Like I say to you, it's no surprise, bruv, that we're getting tampered with because let's have it right. The brown envelope matrix is working overdrive on the Minerals FC. It's clear as fucking day to me. And last night was a nice little episode to prove that. But before we get on to that, I want to address, because let's have it right. Let's save the juicy stuff a little bit down the line, because I don't want to get too rattled straight away, bruv. Let's not get too rattled straight away. But first and foremost, the devastating news, guys. Nkunku is out for not 2 months, not 3 months, 4 months. Now, I don't know if after the surgery, that 4 months is him coming back after 3 months, and that's him training again to be match sharp or match fit to play in 4 months' time. I mean, we're looking at November, December time. If it is 4 months that he's actually out, then we might not see him in January at this rate. I mean, it's a fucking disaster to have, let's have it right, one of our most talented players at the moment in our squad up front taken out of our campaign straight away. I mean, it's bad enough that we're struggling with number 10s and number 9s at the minute on the right wing, and yet Nkunku's out for 4 months. It's honestly, it's an absolute disaster. And I'm going to address this because I don't think people address it. But that game, that friendly against Dortmund, it wasn't run by the Premier League. It wasn't a Premier League series game. It was a separate entity, corporation that set that up for the money. Let's have it right. And that money, yeah, you got paid out, but it's fucking cost us dearly losing Nkunku. That game, right, let's have it right, should have been called off by our owners. Our owners should have called that game off. That pitch was unplayable, shouldn't have been played upon. We got millions of pounds in these players stepping on that pitch, all right? And people go, oh, it's not the pitch. It was Matt Hummels, yeah. Granted, but understand the way you fall, the way you do get hit, the way the surface is, it affects everything about your physical condition when you're playing the game. So at the end of the day, if we cancel that game, we wouldn't have had Nkunku injured out for 4 months, and we would have had our fucking one of our star players being able to play against Liverpool and make us all feel a little bit more confident than what we really are at the minute. We're not that confident, but it makes us a little bit more confident that we've got Nkunku scored in every preseason game. Let's have it right. He's landed it. And we finally got someone that can put the ball in the net, you know, clinical. Yes, we've got Jackson. We don't know how that's going to play out. We've got Mudryk. We've got Sterling. We know Sterling's proven and all that jazz. But the bottom line is Nkunku's meant to be our creator, guys. He's our number 10. You know, there's this whole myth that he's a number 10. For me, personally, I've always said it. I don't think he's a number 10. I see him more of as a number 9 or right or left-sided player. I don't see him as a number 10. I don't even think he played that at RB as a number 10. So I don't know where this whole myth came off that he's a number 10. Irrespective of that. Irrespective, even if Nkunku's fucking well fit, yeah, you need a number 10. You can't be playing Matson there. You can't be playing Chukwuemeka at number 10 as our senior player. He's got to be bed in. He's not fucking experienced enough. And like the gaffer says, we need experience. We're lacking experience. Oh, if I name players that might cause a few problems. That's the gaffer's words, not mine. They're the gaffer's words. He's crying out for fucking experience. He's crying out for signings. And what are we doing here? Now we've got our so-called, you know, number 10 injured for 4 months. And we've got Chukwuemeka and Matson to play number 10. It's a fucking disaster. And we haven't even started the season. We've got Liverpool on Sunday. I mean, listen, Matson, you can say great, you know, great option, maybe. But for how long? 4 months? You think it's 4 months worth of him playing in the cam role? I mean, he's a left fucking back. He's a left-sided player. We're going to play him as a number 10? Are we really doing this? And yet you get all these agenda merchants coming out. Mason Mount's not on the level of Chelsea. He can't play number 10. He's not creative. Kai Havertz isn't creative. He can't play number 10. Are you fucking deluded? These two players slot straight into number 10. In fact, they should have been the number 10. Now, we've sold all our number 10s and we brought in Nkunku and that's it. Now you're having to play other players that don't play in that position to play in that position. You're misprofiling yet again because of poor planning, poor fucking signings, all right, and not understanding the game. And here we are sitting here again, going into a season and we're not prepared. No one can tell us, that we are prepared right now, that you can openly say, we've had a great preseason. Nkunku played that preseason. But this is my point. If you get Enzo injured, Nkunku injured, Thiago Silva injured, Reece James injured, Thiago Silva could be likely because of his age. Reece James, is likely to get injured. Oh, don't worry, we've got Gusto. In fact, Gusto can play over Reece James. Shut up. What are we doing here? All right? Reece James is clear of him. All right? He might be a good player, granted, but he's there to compete with Reece James and be a backup of Reece James. That's the whole point. We bought a fucking right-sided right back. All right? Now, what about Nkunku's out now? Then we got these worries with Chilwell. Chilwell could get injured. Oh, don't worry, we've got Cucurella, but we're hearing Cucurella might be loaned out. He might be sold. We don't know what the situation is. There's a lot of swings and roundabouts at the moment at Chelsea. We don't know what's currently happening in the market. So here we are sitting here. And like I said today, and listen, if you don't like what I say, don't fucking bitch and moan in my comments. Don't cry about it. Don't even mention it. The bottom line is, whether you like it or not, we are basically spending 1 billion, all right? Bringing Caicedo, Vahajlovic, you're on the 1 billion we have spent in just over 1 year. That's 3 transfer windows. And this third transfer window hasn't even finished. We've got no fucking backbone. We haven't got a complete squad. We haven't even got a first team that's complete, all right? And you're sitting here telling me, oh, yeah, we're cooking, bruv. We're much better than the team last year and the season before that. Well, all of a sudden, we're amazing, bruv. Listen, let's have it right, yeah? Wake up and understand. You spent 1 billion, right? You're buying kids all over from different continents that are getting shipped out all over the gaff. They've been shipped out everywhere, yeah? Strasbourg, you name it, they're going to get loaned out everywhere, all right? That's still the money spent. We've gone and bought this Washington Brazilian kid, that's 20 million euros. We bought the other guy, Brazilian kid, we're buying all these players, these young players. We've even bought Leslie, who we were told was going on loan because Pochettino's got to assess him. As he assessed him, I don't know, but he's been given a shirt number. So clearly he's in the squad. You know what I mean? So what is this? It's a circus continues as always, bruv. And I want to be positive. Don't get me wrong. I want to be positive. I'm positive towards my gaffer and I will be positive towards the players. But the reality is the structure right now, the decisions being made, the reason we've spent 1 billion, the reason that we've sold some of these players. Can someone name me, all right, a player, when you've bought a player, one transfer window before, you've had a whole season and you sold that player like we did with Koulibaly. Can anyone name me a club that's done that recently or at all? I don't know, bruv. Yeah, but he got shipped out after 1 year. Poor planning, misunderstanding, don't know what you're doing, wasn't a Tuchel player, so no one can throw that nonsense at me. All right, so here we are, where we've got Ted Lasso Bowling, Siri Merchant Egbali playing sporting director. Now you get what you get when you don't know the game, you're not experiencing football, and you're making sporting decisions and going out there negotiating and flying on your planes and doing deals yourself personally. All right. There is a reason why we spent 1 billion and we've got not enough to show for it. It's a fucking embarrassment that we've spent 1 billion and we are sitting 12th and that we are going and now putting all the pressure on Pochettino. Pochettino's going to have all the fucking pressure right now because what's he been handed? He's been dealt a shit hand. He's got kids. He's just got young players, not enough experience. I keep screaming it out. You need to bring experience to this team so that Pochettino can have something to fall back on in games so that these young players can get carried in games because they're now going to have to carry themselves. It's just unrealistic, bro. It's unrealistic. And here we are, and people are crying. Oh, why are you bitching? I'm not bitching. You think this is bitching? This is just calling it out for what it is. Do you think I want my club to spend 1 billion? I want to spend 1 billion and go, look at that. Look at the fucking minerals we're signing, bro. Look at all these elite players we brought in our football club. We're cooking. We're ready to challenge for the league. Oh, we fuck. We're nowhere near it. We're nowhere near challenging the league. After 1 billion spent. It's embarrassing. And yes, other clubs are spent. But ask yourself this. Ask yourself. Look at all the other clubs, the way that they're running their clubs. Look at the way that they're spending the money. Bar Liverpool, yeah? And we'll get onto that as well. But bar Liverpool, look at Manchester City, right? They're not implementing the multi-club and their first team. You're a long way from Starbucks if you believe that nonsense. Yes, they've got a multi-club project, but they're not fucking bringing Pep. hand-picking little kids from Brazil to fucking say, here, Pep, play, land the minerals and win the Premier League. No, he's getting fucking top-tier players, man. Experience. Even if they're young, they've got Champions League experience. They landed it. You've got Haalands and players like this. Their only player that they brought through is Phil Foden, who's been cotton-wooled, and he hardly featured last season. You know, he's in and out the player, and it is what it is. But when you look at the geezer, was it Palmer they brought through, and he scored a goal in the Charity Shield? You know, again, you know, very few academy players get brought through. We're loaning our academy players, where now the breaking news is the board are adamant to sell Gallagher and Trev Baresi. Why? Because they need to cash in. But hold on a minute. Ding, 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 ding. Weren't we told that Pochettino wants to keep Gallagher? Actually wants some Cobham players? And you're fucking already undermining the gaffer? That's what we're doing here at Chelsea. You know, you give the gaffer the chance. If he wants to keep Gallagher with the absolute Bermuda Triangle midfield that we got already, and you still haven't landed Caicedo. And by the way, I do expect us to sign Caicedo, but that's not the be and end all of it. That's not going to solve all our fucking problems, is it? Let's be real. But the bottom line is, he needs Gallagher. He wants Gallagher. You want to sell Gallagher. So what we doing here? You honestly believe all these fucking rumours that have come out today about Neymar, that Pochettino doesn't want Neymar? He doesn't want Mihajlovic? You believe all this? Have you not learned anything about these owners? Does not anything scream out at you about these players that I've just mentioned? Something called wages. Do you know how much wages Neymar's on? Do you know how much wages Mihajlovic is on? And they got to pay an extra 40 million to get Mihajlovic because Juventus are playing that stupid game. I don't give a shit. Get that cement boot rat off the books at all costs. I don't care. And bring me Mihajlovic. We need a striker, bruv. We need a striker, yeah, of some sort of experience. There is no way that Pochettino is going, oh, I don't want Neymar. I've only managed him, and I know what he's capable of, and I'm only crying out for experience. But no, I don't want Neymar. Yeah, forget Neymar. I don't want him. Yeah, of course, I believe that. And then we got the news breaking that Egbali is the cock block in the Mihajlovic deal. What's he fucking know? What does Egbali know about anything in football? The reason he's the cock block is because he doesn't want to pay this, mate. Yeah, penny pinchers. And everyone goes, oh, we got loads of money. Don't worry about it. Yeah, loads of money for what? The multi-club project? Oh, of course we do. We got loads of money for the multi-club project. But what about our fucking first team? What about some experience? We ain't even got a number 10 now. A traditional number 10. Do you know how bad it is? You're going to be forced to play end zone in number 10, but we can't do that because otherwise you've got to play Gallagher and Santos as a double sixes. So you've got to keep Chukwuemeka as the number 10. And I pray he does well. I pray he lands it. We're going to back the kid. But let's be fucking real for what it is. You're looking at the Manchester City v Arsenal game. Are we anywhere near those levels? Are Chelsea anywhere near those levels? Man City were not even out of first gear and they were fucking doing Arsenal, bruv. Yeah? And now you've got Arsenal improving, got back, won the Charity Shield, and Lego Merchant celebrating like he's won the Champions League, the wrong un. All right. Listen, get real, man. It's a little plate you've won. All right. It's just embarrassing at this point. It really is embarrassing. And then you've got all these nonsense Gooner fans tweeting out, oh, Enzo Fernandez put your trophy on the table. Yeah, he'll put his World Cup on the trophy on the table. His World Cup he'll put on the table. And also put his player of the fucking tournament on the table, whatever it is. Player of the game, whatever it is. He had the 2 trophies in his hand. Declan Rice ain't done that. So what we doing, man? What we doing? Yeah? I'm sorry, man. I can't. Listen, it might be all right for you lot to buy into all the PR happy meals that are flying about left, right, and centre. You know, we're getting linked yesterday to some sort of fucking porn site for a sponsor on our shirts. I mean, the fact that that's even been allowed to be put out, and whoever put that out, it's just embarrassing in itself. I mean, it's just a mockery in itself. Adult viewing fucking platform. I mean, what are we doing here? And now today it's all been erased. We've cleaned up. We've cleaned up. We've got the cleaners in. No, apparently we're announcing a sponsor, which is great. 50 million deal. How long is it for? Is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? I don't know the details. It's a great deal, 50 million, near enough to what United got for that TeamView sponsor. Not bad deal. Really good deal. Great job. Doing off the field work. Egbali, Siri Merchant, and Ted Lasso. You're doing your off the field work, which is what you're good at. Well done. May it continue. But don't get involved in the transfers and dictating what players we should and shouldn't sign. What are we doing? You're not experienced for that. Hold on a minute. We ain't got a sporting director. And people still don't even mention it. You don't even mention that we ain't got a sporting director. We haven't even been linked to a sporting director. Do you know why? Because Siri Merchant's a sporting director and he's playing the role now. Yeah, with Ted Lasso Bowley. But Ted Lasso Bowley's giving the illusion he's sitting back. And on top of that illusion, from all the narratives that are put out, you got Toothpick, Carrot-eating Winstanley and Stuart Little, who are now the ones that are going to take all the blame. Because if anything goes wrong, they'll get the blame because apparently they're leading negotiations because Christopher Vels said, see you later, I'm done. I'm out of here, you Cowboys. So here we are sitting here, start of the season. We haven't got a core. We've got Sanchez, who's a backup goalie at fucking Brighton, who we've brought in to be what? A backup of Kepa? Or is he going to replace Kepa? I don't even know at this point. The bottom line is we don't have a world-class goalkeeper. First thing. Second thing is we still need another central defender, especially if you're selling Trev Baresi, which is a disgrace in itself because we need squad depth and Trev's got experience. All right. We haven't got a DM. We need more than one DM. We need two DMs. We haven't even got fucking one, but we want two. And we're scrimping and saving to pay what? 93 million, 95 million for Caicedo. Listen, you've had Bloom, every director coming out of those seagull merchants, yeah, coming out of their camp going, we value the player at 100 million, whatever it is. That's the price. You have to pay it. Pay the fucking money. End of. Yeah? Pay it. What are you waiting for? You're not going to get a deal. You're not going to get it less. They want that money. Whatever happens, 100 million. You sort your fucking terms out and you sort it out sharpish because now we're not in a position. We've waited 3 transfer windows for a fucking DM and we still haven't got a DM. We're starting the season against Liverpool, which is no easy game at home, yeah, and known to be a very difficult game. And we're still not getting a DM in. All right. And Caicedo's the only one at a decent level to bring in, and we're still scrimping and saving. What's happening to Lavia? Go and put your 50 million down on Lavia as well. Bring Lavia and Caicedo. Why don't you get Redondo? You're not even doing that. I don't know what these guys are doing. Do you know what they're doing? They're waiting for money to come in. All right. They're waiting money to come in from Trevor and from Connor because they need that, but they can't quite do it right now. So they're waiting for that money because that's pure profit. Let's not forget. That's pure 100% profit for these 2 players, all right? They're loaning out Lewis Hall, so they hope to sell Lewis Hall in a year's time when he balls out at Crystal Palace. He'll probably be their player of the fucking season. And he's a midfielder, and we're shipping him out on loan. Can you not see these decisions, man? And the thing is, I'm hearing nonsense, yeah, about, oh, Neymar, bring back, look at you fucking melts, crying out for Neymar, crying out for Felix to come back. Felix didn't even get 1 assist at Chelsea. Felix was poor, man. He was fucking shocking. Oh, he's one of the best players in the world, this guy. He's clear of Mason, man. He's clear of all our fucking players we got. And now you're on your knees begging for Felix, who hasn't even had pre-season, hasn't even trained. The guy's not even fit. And you want us to go and pay 100 million for this guy on 400 grand or 300 grand a week, which the owners ain't going to do. And they can't do because they can't pay the money. But hold on a minute. We're loaded. We got loads of money. Yeah, but for what? How are you dressing us? What you bringing? You're bringing us more kids? It's about the multi-club project. That's the forefront focus. You've got to now have to go and get a top fucking baller. You have to get that marquee signing. You have to pay the money. Who's that marquee signing going to be? Who's it going to be? Who you bringing in? Don't bring me fucking Elise and say Elise's our top signing. He's the one. He's going to solve all our fucking problems. Have you seen Elise's injury record? Nice player. Don't get me wrong. Have you seen his injury record? His injury record is a fucking joke. All right. I don't even know if the guy's fit now. And on top of that, you're giving Mudueke, who's had no minutes, Didier Drogba's number. I mean, what are we doing here? What the fuck? You got to earn these fucking numbers, man. You got to earn these numbers. Who's making these decisions? Yeah. So, Elise's the benchmark, is it, from Crystal Palace? All right. What are we doing? We're fucking Chelsea. We should be going out and getting the best of the best, man. Top talents of high pedigree with high experience. Yeah. What are we doing? Tell me. I want someone to enlighten me. All you fucking little brown envelope wannabes, all you little narrative setters on social media and on YouTube and all you fucking accounts. You tell me, bruv. You tell me. You're really confident? You think we got a core, yeah? You think we're landing it? Do you think Pochettino's a fucking magician throughout the whole season? He's going to land it. You can't put this on the gaffer. It's not his fault. Don't get me wrong. There's Kudos out there. Kudos, not bad. Yeah, he looks a baller, bruv. Yeah, player of the season at Ajax. He's won a title. He's done more than Elise's done. Champions League experience, more than Elise's done. Little bit more pricey, but what are we doing here? Letting Brighton buy this player? Are we really letting Brighton so that, hold on a minute, maybe the deal is we'll take Caicedo, we won't touch Kudos, you buy Kudos, and we'll buy Kudos in a year or so, and we'll pay you the fucking 100 million for him. Because we love Brighton. We love Seagulls. I told you Ted Lasso bowling Siri Merchant. They bought a penthouse in Brighton. They fucking well love it. They love being shat on by the Seagulls. They say it's really good for their skin. And here we are sitting here trying to do deals with Brighton because Brighton is the level now. Brighton players are the level. Now, all they want to do is buy players so they don't have to fork out 100 million. Well, how's that going, Bowley? How's it going, fella? How's it going, Siri Merchant? I thought we were trying to find all these wonderful world-class DMs for Tappence. But no, you're going to Brighton and pay 100 million for their DM. Listen, guys, apparently Pochettino doesn't want Felix. He doesn't want Felix. Really? I know Felix didn't want to stay. How about that? Ooh, uncomfortable conversations, is it? Why didn't he want to stay? He knew the project. Oh, yes, he did. He knew they weren't going to pay him the wages he's on and match him at Atletico Madrid. He knew that. He knew that Chelsea couldn't afford to pay 100 million that Atletico Madrid want. Well, how's Felix going to come to Chelsea then? How's he going to come? Don't question what I know, because what I know and what I say always comes out, and it has done. Go through all my streams, mate. I've always been ahead of the curve. I always am. Yeah, is what it is. Don't come at me, all right, and try and spin it on me, you little fucking agenda merchants, because what I say it with clarity, with clout, with reasoning, with knowledge. I say it and I land it. I won't say it if I don't know. I won't speak on something I do not know. Because why would I do that? That's stupid. It's idiotic. It's like all these ITKs on Twitter now. They're fucking guessing games. Caicedo. Oh, Neymar. This, that. Really? What we doing here, man? What we doing here? Big up to Quino. He knows. Ask all the Minerals FC Ultras in the chat. Anyone that's new in here, that's subscribed or whatever, go and ask all the Minerals FC Ultras in the chat who've been here from since day dot. Yeah? Go and ask them what I've been saying. That I make shit up, that I'm some sort of fucking magician, yeah? All right? I make things just appear. All these facts just appear like this. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Before we continue, guys, Jasper says there is this Havertz guy that looked pretty good during the Community Shield. You should go in for him. I mean, this is a fucking joke, isn't it? Listen, at this point, guys, why don't we sign Mason Mount back? Why don't we sign Kai Havertz back? We fucking will need them. I need a 30 GA player in Mason Mount. I could do with a Cobham boy as well. Funny that. Listen, you lot fed into the agenda to sell these players. We have sold these players. And now, what are you left with? Even with Nkunku, what are you left with? Ten Hag landed Johan Mount. Now he wants Chelsea old centre-back Christensen, a UCL winner. Liverpool will smash your kids with no Caicedo. Have it. Listen, Liverpool right now are probably excited to play Chelsea. And I wouldn't put it past Chelsea, though, stepping up. I do think we will because of our gaffer. I think our gaffer's tops. He's a very good manager. Let's have it right. And he will drill it into them at the very least. It's down to the players to deliver on the pitch and have the nous in the game, have the game intelligence. know how to play Liverpool, understand tactics. They've got to learn sharpish, because if they don't, Liverpool will catch you out. They're not ones to fuck around with Salah. You know, Salah, you give him a chance, he will take it. He will do you and take it. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see that happen. Roman was probably the best owner in world sport. It was not probably, he was. He was, and he always will be. I would probably say Manchester City's owners are going on that trajectory. Man City owners are probably one of the best owners in world football right now. If you look at the PSG owners, they're a disgrace. They're a fucking disgrace. They were landing the brown envelopes to put false information out on Neymar. They want him out. But Neymar's in a position where he gets a big payout from them. They don't want to pay the payout. They need him sold. He wants out. What club's going to take him? Barcelona can't pay the money. They're broke. They're called broke-alona for a reason. They haven't got the fucking money. So they can't do it. They can't get Neymar at Barcelona. Apparently Xavi doesn't even want him anyway. So who's going to get Neymar? Yeah, we need a number 10. Enrique was playing him as a number 10 in their last friendly, and he balled out, scored a goal, fucking landed it. Like, put him in our team with a DM. I keep saying it. We need a DM or two. We need two, all right? He can do some magic for us. He can do some magic for us. But Roman was the GOAT all day long, bruv. All day long. Fiorentino Perez is the biggest crook going, bruv. I mean, he's government, isn't he? So, I mean, the president just lands money for this club. That's why they're always at the top. They always give the illusion that, we can't afford Mbappe. Of course they can, man. They just get a cash injection and buy him, done. And they'll pay off anyone. They're trying to set up the Super League. Tells you everything about their clout and power. So, like I say, guys, get the milk bottles out. Get the milk bottles ready. Make sure you do stock up on milk. We need to send barrels and fucking container loads to Stamford Bridge and Cobham for all our players, for majority of the players. Let's have it right. Go through our team, guys. I'd love you to speak to rivals and go through our team and say to them, right, is this player better than your player? What players do you think? I've heard it in spaces. I've heard people go, oh, Chelsea are fucking, they've got a great team. And then when you hear someone say, oh, hold on a minute, well, do you think like our players are better than all your players or most of your players? And they go, nah, actually, no. So where you spitting this waffle then? What are you spitting this waffle? Yes, we got some talent. Yes, we've got some experience, very little of it. But it's the gaffer that's got to pull it all together. And that's what I'm saying. This gaffer has got a lot of work to do. And I'm backing this gaffer all day long. I ain't coming at this gaffer. Don't anyone even think that I'm coming at this gaffer. No fucking chance. Not the way he's been dealt right now, right? All the cards he's been dealt, no, not a chance. Not a fucking chance. When you look at all the other clubs, ask yourself, is Pep Guardiola being backed? Yes. Is Lego Ed being backed? Yes. Is Eddie Howe being backed? Yes. Is Klopp being backed? Questionable. The funny thing is, which brings me on to Liverpool. Liverpool supporters are going doolally about their ownership. FSG, the Fenway lot, Henry, all these people, all right? All the Americans in charge of Liverpool. Now, they are crying out for a DM. They are crying out for Klopp to be backed. The funny thing is, Klopp's already delivered for them. And they've been in ownership with Klopp. They know he lands the minerals. And they still haven't backed him. To this day, they're not giving him what experience he wants. They're doing what our ownership are basing the model on. They are copying Fenway. They're doing exactly what they're doing. We've had Fenway sitting with Egbali in their conference saying they've got a great model. We're very inspired by this and all this shit. All right. That's what's happening. You see, Liverpool supporters are literally starting a protest now. They're starting to turn now. They've had enough. They were told that their club was going to get sold. Now it's not going to get sold. What can you see any correlation here? Look at the players they buy. Very rare do they go and spend 80 millions the 90 millions. Majority of the signings they make, 30s, 40s millions, 50s millions. They got MacArthur on a steal. They bought that other geezer from Germany on a steal. Because why? They don't want to spend the money. They will not spend the money. And unfortunately, in this game, in this world now of football, in this industry, the way that everything's inflated, all right, everything's inflated. From buying a fucking a sports top, you know, a Chelsea shirt or any merchandise, it's like 100 quid minimum, whatever it is. All right, you go to the tickets, you go to transfer fees, wages, everything's inflated. So where are you going, living in the fucking ancient times of Fergie era, where you're buying like big money signings, 40 million? It's like a normal average player or some young little talent is 30, 40 million. I mean, if they want 50 million for Scott McTominay, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? Yeah? What are we doing here? It's gone mad. It's gone absolutely mad. Yet we're not here going out in the market. Liverpool not going to go in the market like that. Look, you heard Klopp come out about Mbappe. He laughed. He says, "Oh, it's the biggest joke. You know, we haven't got the finances to do that." You know what? And you think our owners have got finances to bring Mbappe and Neymar? Prove me fucking wrong. Prove me wrong. Land your ketchup, curry sauce, sweet and sour. Land it. Yeah, land it. I'll tell you what. Yeah, all these what's it called? ITKs, bruv. All these bruv. Yeah, this is what they feed you on Twitter, mate. Yeah, and I'll tell you what they feed you on Twitter, bruv. Yeah, let me just get it up. Let me get it up for you lot, because you like this one. You will like this one. You ready, guys? You ready for the ITKs? This is the ITKs. They hand serve their brown envelope sauces. Yeah, every single one of them hand serve brown envelope sauces. Here we are, ITK merchant. Enjoy it. Oh, lovely. Serve it up. There's your Happy Meal.
Weezy out of here.
No, I will not answer. Please do not to call my phone.
Woo! Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. So I hope everyone's enjoying that. I hope you all enjoy drinking that shit. Yeah. But that is what you're being fed, mate, unfortunately. And it is what it is. AJ says, Nkunku's getting surgery because Todd is money hungry. He's getting surgery, Brad, because he's fucking injured on his knee. And our medical team is well, it remains to be seen what our medical team's about. It really does. It remains to be seen. But that is quite funny. I can't lie. So here we are. ITKs are in the know. In the nose. They love it. They love it. This is their season for it. So here we are sitting here now. We're getting a shirt sponsor. We've mentioned. Great, good stuff. Buy me some fucking players. Get me my DM. That will do. What else, guys? What else? Name me it. Name me it. Vahailovic, Lukaku, what's going on? You know, isn't it very... it's all a bit uncertain at the moment. Everything's a little bit, ooh, we don't know what's happening. We're only told what we're led to believe. Now, obviously, today was brought up about Roman Abramovich, how we've breached some sort of FFP sanctions and all this nonsense of a certain amount, and we're going to get scrutinised by the Premier League and all this nonsense because of the old regime. We've got to bring the old regime in to give a massive smokescreen on fucking everything that these owners are doing wrong. All right, that's the golden ticket. That's how the media works. We'll give you this to take your mind off this, because we fucked up with Caicedo. So in other words, we're mucking it up. We're not delivering what we should deliver for our supporters and for our gaffer, because we're Scrimpton's penny pinching. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up all the Neymar news, Mbappe news, squad numbers, all this shit. We're going to bring it up, so it just takes your mind away from Caicedo. And by the way, the ownership are. We look at them very closely. Ida fan, is it? Yes, it is the Ida fan. The Ida fan is watching you very, very closely. Let's have it right. And now here we are sitting here, yeah, and we got all the shit from the past coming out. Now, do you not think for 1 second that these clowns knew about this when they bought the club? Of course they fucking well knew. Of course they know about everything. They just chose when to release it. They loved the timing of stuff. Now, if it's a case where the Premier League want to come and fine us, I doubt they will. But if they do, what are we doing about City? 117 fucking charges, yeah? Let's have it right. What are we doing about that, yeah? We're going to come at Chelsea, are we? We're going to fine, obviously, Manchester United got fined for financial fair play. That's why they can't bid for Harry Kane. They're in the fucking mud. And the Glazers are holding them to ransom. They won't spend the money. And apparently they're trying to sell the club. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? You're going to fine us? Fine us. We don't give a fuck. We're loaded. What do we care? Deduct points. Now it's getting a little bit serious. Now, you're going to deduct points from us. That means you've got to deduct points from Manchester City. If you're deducting points from Manchester City, that means you're deducting fucking trophies and silverware. You ain't going to do that because the brown envelopes, however they come, wash. Let's have it right. We'll put that all under the table. Don't worry about it. Let's not forget about it. Actually, in fact, Manchester City are innocent until proven guilty, is it? Yeah? Well, we're fucking innocent until proven guilty. In fact, go through every Premier League club. I bet they're all fucking crooks. Go for every billionaire owner. They're all crooks. They've all got dirt. No one gets that money for no reason, for being a saint. How naive is anyone in this world to even think that? So, and in the day, it could go two ways. But let's have it right. It's a perfect timing to put this out, to distract the supporters. And I love landing it. I love exposing the brown envelope matrix for what it really is. And then you get all these other accounts that push it out with all their following, and they know exactly what script and what time it is. Yeah. It's worrying. It's very worrying. Yeah. At the state of our football club. It's just nothing. There is nothing positive. The only thing we thought was positive, we got Nkunku, we got Colwill now, we got Reece James fit, we got all this stuff happening, which is great in terms of footballing terms, but we're still building. We're in almost $1 billion down the road, and we're still fucking building. We're still in transition. It's trust the process. Trust the process. Listen, fuck the process. Like I say, stop eating meals. Yeah, stop doing all your meals and fucking go out for meals and go and do the deals. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it, man. What are they doing? Whining and dining what? Whining and dining what? No one's there to help you. No one's there to negotiate in your favour. That defeats the whole object of negotiating. You got to do what you got to do to get it over the line. And unfortunately, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. Now, we know the campaign against Chelsea is relentless. These clowns upstairs think that the media is on Chelsea's side. And they use the media. That's the irony of the whole fucking situation, is that they actually think that they're there to help us and guide us and push us and boost us up and promote us. Mate, long way from Starbucks. They're a long way from Starbucks. Roman knew. You see, Roman never dealt with the media, never leaked out information, couldn't fucking stand them. You didn't even see him attend games. And when he did attend games, he's in his bulletproof fucking limousine, Mercedes, you name it. And you won't even see him coming, all right? He had everyone in his pocket. He knew no one could go near him, and that was the Roman, our GOAT owner. These owners are like celebrities. We want to be in the media. We want to go and get on the piss up in Mayfair while our gaffer's getting death threats that we're backing relentlessly and getting Pornstein to come out and say to us, Potter's not here for months. He's here for years. He's one of the best managers in the world. Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he really? Nah. Jog on, Pornstein. Yeah. So it is what it is, bruv. And also, did Roman go in and out dressing rooms every fucking game or dictated Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti and all these players who plays and never? No, they didn't do that. He might have made a signing with Shevchenko and say he put a bit of pressure with Torres. Granted, that came with Tuchel and Lukaku. We get that. But not giving him formations, ordering it to play players, dictating team lineups. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Roman was a football man, and that's the difference between that GOAT owner and these owners. These owners are mercenaries. They are money-making machines, and that's all they care about, is making money out of our football club. And they will do it in 10 years, and they will sell our club in 10 years. They're not here for the long haul. Roman's here for the long haul. Mansour, long haul. Yeah, they got enough money. It's not about the money. It's the kicks and the success they get out of building a club from something to something bigger and creating heritage. That's the golden ticket. And Roman won it all. Let's have it right. He did. He won it all, bruv. Denishan says, Bowley just brought a kid from Brazil. Laugh my ass off. No DM. Listen, like I say to you guys, we're buying Brazilians. We've got a Brazilian set up there, and it's going fantastic. But in the meantime, what are you giving Pochettino? What more kids do you expect to sign when our club's not going to be in the Champions League? What more kids do you want to sign? Yeah. City says, thank you, Cover, absolute baller, just for 25 million. I mean, that in itself is a fucking embarrassment. All you wrongins told us that Cover was dead wood. He's not dead wood. Pep Guardiola wants him at Manchester City to play in his first team. He's not on the bench. He's playing first team at Manchester City, who are top of the fucking, they're the best team in the world right now. Won the treble. And we got our player, who, let's have it right, couldn't stand it anymore, wanted out, was laughing at the owners. They wouldn't pay the wages, and he's out. If you don't pay the wages, you don't get the quality. It's all about quality, and this is football. And in football, it's about money. And if you don't pay up the money with the right ambition and the right project, these players, you will not sign them. And that's why I don't see us signing not one fucking elite world-class player. I see us sign just potential players. Some players that have just done it here and there. They're still at a good age where we can develop them. That's it. That's the reality. Your GOAT owner was a cheat ever since he bought it. I mean, no, he's not a cheat. I mean, listen, this is what I'm saying. You're a City owner. You got charges flying out of your arsehole at the minute. And I don't think you'll want to speak at the minute. And let's have it right. If you don't get charges, you don't get points deductions or trophies taken away for those charges that you're clearly fucking guilty for, then what are we saying? Are we saying your owner's a cheat? That's the game, fella. Know the game. Know the fucking game. And that's the funny thing, is half these supporters don't understand the game. They don't get the game, guys. Yeah. All right, so last night, guys, this leads me on to this. Last night, yeah, we got the breaking news on Nkunku, all right? But I wanna bring it back to earlier on in the day. And earlier on in the day, you got what's his name, Pies and Mash retweeting some unknown account that said that Nkunku's going to be out for months. MCL, that's what he put out, and everyone goes, "Who's this? We don't know who this is." Blah 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 blah. Then you get some 3478767. I just call him R2D2 Sam. Everyone knows that one. Yeah. He puts the Twitter space up. And he says, guys, he's out for months, but I can't say with my sauces, my ketchup, my fucking mayonnaise, how many months he's going to be out, but it's months. I don't know if it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, all that jazz. So we're in the space. I've gone in the space. I'm listening. You get one of the Chelsea supporters go on. He brings a few people on. One of them, big up, I think his name's Jay. Big up the Jay in there, landing it, being honest and understanding what's going on. Now, this guy, R2D2 Sam, or Fireman Sam, whatever the fuck you want to call him, this guy reports on our fucking news team sheets and bringing out news about our football club, yet he's what? A United supporter. Now, I have to question that. I have to question a United supporter releasing leaked information on our fucking football club. What's going on there? First thing, major red flag. So we got this guy. He brings on another fella called Faz. I call him Faz Gazy. Yeah, I think his name's Fazzy, whatever. Faz Gazy. Yeah, whatever. So this guy comes on, right? Now, they are talking about our football club. They're Manchester United with one Chelsea supporter or two Chelsea supporters. All right. What do you think about Nkunku? What do you think? Then they come out with all the spiel about Pochettino. Oh, Chelsea have got a great team. They're definitely getting top four. They've got amazing players throughout. But if they don't get top four and they don't succeed, it's Pochettino that's in the mud. He's the one that should get all the blame. No! So what happens? I'm listening, bruv. I get an invite. R2D2 Sam invites me on. So I go on. Let's have it right. Hello, Minerals. How we doing? Yeah, I'm all right, fella. Let's land it. So what is it? What's the situation? How do you feel about Nkunku? Well, how do I feel about Nkunku? We've got no backup, no natural number 10, all right? We've got no DM. We need 2 DMs. We've got no world-class goalkeeper. We still need a centre-back, and we need a striker and a right-sided player, all right? And we're about, days before we play Liverpool. So I'm not too well, mate, yeah? And the fact that we lost Nkunku. Then we bring up all the malarkey. Now, this is the thing. We've spent almost all this money. Yeah, I landed all the facts. And everyone heard it. It was a recorded Twitter space and everyone heard it. Quino was in the space. Quino, I know 100% was in the space and he will vouch for me. He will understand. All right. And maybe there's a few others in there. Yeah. But you were in there or you weren't in there. I'm going to enlighten you irrespective. Yeah. So make sure you do hit that like button. I want you all to hit the like button. All right. So then they bring up, we sold Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, who are our number 10s, and we got no number 10s. And now we're out with Nkunku for months, more than likely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but Mason Mount wanted to go. What? No, he didn't. I've just given you the facts. Yeah. We're told Pochettino doesn't want this player, doesn't want that player, just like we were told by Fabrizio that Pochettino spoke to Mason Mount. Personally, yeah, desperate to keep him stay, but yet Pochettino comes out in his first ever presser, because this all happened before he was officially unveiled as a gaffer, and says what? What does he say? I stayed out of it. I put all the trust in the ownership, what they were going to do until I get there. Then I have an involvement, yeah. Fabrizio even came out and said after all this nonsense, Mason Mount didn't force the move, didn't want to come out, didn't want to leave, right? After he's relentlessly pumping that Mason Mount is forcing the move out of Chelsea because it suited the agenda and the narrative right there. Then he had to backtrack the little fucking brown envelope wrong, all right? With his 70 million followers, let's have it right, yeah? No, he wanted to leave. So you're pushing that narrative that Ted Lasso-Bowley wants and all these merchants want. You're pushing that agenda, but you don't want to hear the facts. The facts is Mason Mount was offered 2 contracts. First contract before the World Cup. They took it away because that was on an 8-year deal on 150 grand a week, whatever it was, 160 grand a week. And then they retracted that deal. And then in February, they offered him a new contract, 200 grand a week on 1-year contract. So here we are telling me, oh, Mason Mount wanted to leave. Or is it the owners didn't want to keep him and forced him out because they wanted to balance the books for financial fair play and they were desperate for the money and he's the most valuable player in the squad? Oh, that's all irrelevant, is it? Mason Mount wanted to leave. So anyway, this Fazgazi fella, I said, what we doing is this brown envelope talk or what? What we doing? Are we being real or are we going to talk brown envelope talk? They're talking brown envelope talk. Why? Let's ask yourselves why. Yeah? All right? Fazgazi comes on, goes, calm yourself down and all this, oh, I feel for you and all this. Feel for me, you're just telling us that it's all on the gaffer if we don't succeed and this and that. No, it's on the fucking owners if we don't succeed. Let's set that narrative right now. It's not Pochettino's fault. It's the ownership fault. You deal him the cards, you give him what he wants, then you can criticise the gaffer. You can't criticise the gaffer if he doesn't succeed this season. No chance. You cannot do that. So what's this guy come out and say? After I landed all them minerals, yeah, after all the facts, not agenda, facts, he goes, oh, you like to jump ahead of the curve. You have to jump ahead of the curve and all this. No, I just know about my club. You're 2 United supporters. What do you know about our football club? What do you actually know? We got R2D2 Sam, who's a United supporter, fucking working with the United stand and this is football. You got Fazgazi, who's with the United Stand, who are the biggest platform with Manchester United. Let's have it right. And we got the kingpin, Mark Goldbridge, the Nottingham Forest fan. Yeah, I told you lot, don't fucking push me and test me, bruv. Yeah, and you wanted to get personal with me. So you go on the Twitter space and say, oh, you forgot to take your meds. Now, we have to educate you on something. Now, you can't go around saying to people, you need to take your meds, all right? Because fortunately for me, I don't take meds. I don't need them. I don't even take minerals because I'm fucking overloading with them, bruv. Yeah, so have it right. Because I land them 24/7, all right? But when you want to get personal with someone, you have to think twice about who you get personal with, first thing. Second thing is you shouldn't do it. And third thing is you shouldn't do it when you represent the United Stand. Let's have it right, bruv. How can you go and do that, all right? There's people out there that have struggled with mental health. They might take meds for it. And you fucking don't know that. So you're coming out saying to meds and it's all a bit of laughing and joking. Then you want to mute me on my mic and go, oh, this went a bit of a different way. And then just before I leave, because they want to end the space, the little R2D2 goes, remember, guys, Mason Mount wanted to leave. Well, there you go. Narrative setters. Positive setters for the Ted Lasso Bowley from United Stand, from the United fucking Stand. Can you understand that? Can you understand that? All right. And not only does it get worse than this, it's hilarious. Is that little Sam Fraud, yeah, claims that he brought out the Nkunku news about the mumps injury. He didn't. It was Pies and Mash's fella. And I don't even shout out these guys, but Pies and Mash's geezer brought it out first. You're fucking copying and pasting, merchant. That's what you are. And the funny thing is, all right, you're an embarrassment. You're fucking embarrassment that you're on a United Stand and this is football and you would condone this behaviour when all I was doing is spitting facts. But listen, as it goes, when you can't handle the minerals and you can't handle facts, you have to get personal and throw little digs. And that's what they do, these people. Oh, spread your minerals out. Yeah, we do. Minerals is worldwide, international. I might be shadow banned, reported 24/7, but what, you think my narrative don't get out? Don't be a wrong un. Wake up, smell the fucking damn minerals and drink them in, because I'm drinking your tears, mate. Not to mention the blockbuster Golden Minerals Landage is what happened. A recorded space by this R2D2 Sam Merchant, bruv. Yeah, and Fazgazi. Right? They had to delete the space, a recorded Twitter space. They had to delete it. Why? There's a number of reasons. The first reason is my narrative. The second reason is that you got personal, bringing up medication and all this jazz and bantering on your fucking timeline with it. Let's have it right. So receipts are there. You shouldn't be doing that. You see, what these guys are, they're snakes and ladders. These guys are not even in the Chelsea supporters fan base, and they are with the United Stand representing them. And they are forcing narratives to manipulate our supporters into thinking the owners are doing a great job when the reality of the fucking situation is exactly how I say it and how I see it. All right. And the proof will be in the pudding. Let's have it right. And they're happy that we're in the mud because they want their club to be above us. But the fact is, all these accounts, all these platforms don't have these large followings for no reason. They have them because they got scripts to follow. Let's have it right. Brown envelopes can come with ketchup, mayo, curry sauce, sweet and sour. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Express delivery. It can be next day delivery. It could be worldwide delivery. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is they push these narratives out. You have to be very careful. These are wolves dressed in sheep's clothing and they are fucking spitting wrong narratives on our football club. And when someone like me comes into the game, who you invited on, by the way, you think I'm going to come on at your fucking thing because I want to request? No chance. You invite me because you can't handle it. You love it. You need the minerals. You want to try and mud me, but you can't mud me. The only way you can get like that is by getting personal. And that's where it's sad. You see, that's why I don't delve with any other platforms. All these wrong-uns, bruv, in the game, man. There's only one geezer I can shout out that I can generally say is honestly a stand-up geezer, is that Lee Gunner. Everyone else, they've all revealed their colours, bruv. They've all revealed everything, man. Everything about them, how they work, how their mind processes, all their little circles. Look at them. They're all in a cesspool together. Yeah, it's the brown envelope matrix, and they are literally live and kicking, bruv. Live and kicking. Yeah, we can put Tony in there. I'll put H Talks in there, bruv. You know, people that spit what they want to spit. Do you know what I mean? And they know the deal. But unfortunately, it's very sad that we've got very few in the Chelsea's community that have the minerals to be real and just fuck all the links and the bridges and actually think to yourself, what's more important, to be truthful, to be real, or to be a fake phony that pushes out the narratives that have to be pushed out in order to suit all the links that you want to have and all the perks and all the fucking money and all this jazz. That's it. They're scared. They're in fear. I'm not bought. No one will buy me. No one will ever be able to buy me. I will always be real. And I love my football club and I want the best for my football club. And I don't need no other fucking large platforms spitting bullshit narrative to force agenda on my gaffer if he doesn't succeed when it's not the gaffer's fault. It's down to the fucking ownership. But no one will come at the ownership because we love you, Bowley. You've got good intentions. Yeah, let's see your intentions. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do this season. Yeah, let's see how we fucking well do. Yeah. Big up to everyone in here, yeah. Land in the middles is also, yeah, as always. Make sure you smash to pieces that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you do smash to pieces that like button. Make sure you do subscribe because you don't get this anywhere else. Yeah, you don't get people being real. Unfortunately, you know that's how saturated the market's begun. Has been for God knows how long. And it is the way it is, bruv. It is the way it is. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Big up to Quino. Quino was in there. Quino was in there. All right. Quino was in that space. It was recorded and deleted for a reason. Now, he says the truth is you landed it and then they got personal. Then they muted your mic so you couldn't respond. And then they deleted the space because they didn't want to lose their spot on the United stand. Muddied them, completely fucking utterly annihilated and muddied the wrong ends. This is how the game is. You don't fuck with the minerals. It's not worth it. You don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there. It is what it is. Yeah. I told you, someone who ain't bought, someone who hasn't got anything to lose, should be very wary of them ones. Yeah. I run my channel. I run it. Self-fucking made. Yeah. Let's have it right. I don't obey anyone. Yeah. No one tells me what to say. No one scripts me, bruv. Yeah. I script myself. Let's have it right. I am the fucking script. I am the minerals. Big up to Quino, bruv. Big up to A. Says minerals been landed. Not wrong. Not wrong. Big up to True Raz. He says it will be a toxic warfare if Chelsea lose on Sunday. This is the thing. We're hearing narratives going, don't worry, guys, if we don't win against Liverpool. No, we need momentum. We're in better form than Liverpool. Let's have it right if you want to go down that road. We've not lost any preseason game. We've won most of them, drawn what we've done. We've drawn 2 and we've won the rest. We've looked decent. Now we ain't got Nkunku. So other players have got to step up. Let's have it right. I'll tell you one thing, all right? The toxicity won't come till later on down the line when the reality checks in. But like I say, I don't want that reality checking. I don't want us to fail. I don't want it to be toxic. That's not what I want. I want it to succeed. I generally do. And this is where people misconstrue me. But it is what it is. Sometimes when you're real and you say the truth, people don't like the truth. Unfortunately, the truth is always masked in the media. It's masked in the world, entirely in the world. I mean, everything you read and see, bruv. Do you honestly believe everything you read and see? So now all of a sudden that applies to everything we read and see about Chelsea. It applies to Chelsea as well. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Do we not know about the game? I'm sure the Minerals FC Ultras know about the game. Come on, man. But big up the True Raz there. Big up the Aces. Check the archives ahead of the curve. It's true. The archives, the Minerals archives. Maybe, guys, do you know what we should do? I don't know. Someone needs to do it for me. I don't have the time, guys. But I would love someone to go through lots of streams if they can and fucking find all the archives, bro. Land it. Dates, everything. Do it. Do it. I wish I had the time. I just don't. If I did, I could literally land it on Twitter. But you guys can do it for me. You guys are the voice as well. We're all a voice together. This is the thing. You know, I'm not here to just sit here and go, it's me, me, me. No, we're all together. Everyone that supports this channel is with me. Do you know what I mean? We're together, guys. We're all a voice. In numbers, we're stronger. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're outnumbered by all the bullshit. That's the reality. The thing is, these owners will play on the scapegoat. They always need a scapegoat. So their first scapegoat when it comes to transfers now is that, well, Ben Jacobs put Siri Merchant in the mud, really, because Ben Jacobs came out and said that Siri Merchant is sporting director. He said that on his Twitter space. I'm sure you could go to his recorded Twitter space and find it. Maybe I should have clipped it, you know, but I know what I heard and I don't forget. So he's brought out, but they're giving the illusion that Paul Winstanley and Stuart Little, they're the ones that are running the deals, negotiating, etc., etc. So therefore, they will be scapegoated. We don't get Caicedo, we don't get certain players. They will be the ones that we go for. Now, my issue is they're yes men. They're told what to do. The real generals is Siri Merchant and Ted Lasso. So Ted Lasso and Siri Merchant, and you've already heard about Siri Merchant coming out saying he's blocking the Vihailovic deal. Tells you everything you need to know. Yeah. Stuart Little's Lawrence Stewart, geezer. Stuart Little's Lawrence Stewart. Then we've got the carrot eating Winstanley. And the reason for the carrot eating, just to enlighten everyone, because people just, I don't know, they've never heard of the carrot and the stick. Well, he's getting a lot of carrots, if you get what I'm saying. So he's been a good little boy. Yeah. He's been a good little boy. But maybe the media will give him the stick. Yeah. When that call comes. You get what I'm saying? You understand? Minerals landed or not? Listen, don't shoot the Minerals man, as Johnny says. Big up to you, Johnny, in the chat. Don't shoot the Minerals man. So the thing is, they're the first scapegoat. The second scapegoat will be agendas on players, and it'll be the players that Bowley wants out and Igbali want out. So, for example, Sterling, Gallagher, Trevor, these certain players, they will be fed agendas. And these agendas will build and they will be scapegoated because you don't have Mason Mount anymore, don't have Kai Havertz, you don't have Jorginho, don't have Kovacic. You can't scapegoat those players. So they'll go for those players. And then on top of that, the ultimate blame will be given to Pochettino. But no blame will be given to Siri Merchant, Ted Lasso Bowley, Clearlake, Jurisic, Weiss. None of them. They won't get any blame. They're the good cops. But all the bad cops are the ones that are running the football, is it? Listen, let's go through the shirt numbers. Sterling's got number 7. Oh, well. We got Mudryk number 10. Like that. I like that. Better than fucking Captain Biscuits. Come on, all day long. He's got Eden Hazard's X number. Let's have it right. Mata, etc. So we got Mudryk is number 10. Enzo's changed from number 5 to number 8. So he's taking Super Frank's number. I do like that. I think I see Enzo as a number 8. I see him as a better creator, being pushed up further forward with his 2 DMs, if he can get 2 DMs. Minerals Mudryk, let's have it right. It is Minerals Mudryk, and I'm ready for him. I think he's going to land it. He's got bags of talent, and I love him. I love Minerals Mudryk. I'll tell you this now. I love everything he stands for. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays. I know he's a baller. I'm behind him, beside him. I know he's going to land it. And he's a baller and he's our number 10. And I'm all for it. I'm excited to watch Minerals Mudryk. All right. Enzo, we know about Enzo. He just needs to up his levels. We need it. We need his levels raised. All right. Sterling's number 7. We need the experience. The minerals general. He's got the medals in the cabinet. Who else? Who else we got? Jackson. Jackson's taken Didier Drogba's first number in 15. I like that. He didn't take the number 9. Stay well clear of number 9. If Mihajlovic comes, I don't even want him to take the number 9. Let's have it right. But he's taken the number 15. I like that. It suits him actually. So let's see what happens with Jackson. Who else? The great blockbuster one, which I am very happy with, is Levi Colwill gets number 26. Now that's a player that should get number 26, not Koulibaly. Even though Koulibaly called up JT and all that jazz. Listen, we all know Colwill's got minerals, and he's the number 26 at Chelsea's Cobham. That's who you give the 26 to, and I'm buzzing for that. And I know this kid's going to deliver at Chelsea. I know he's going to deliver. So I'm very happy with that. Who else we got, guys? Let me just quickly see the squad numbers. Where are they? I've got them here. Make sure you smash the piece of the like button, guys. Make sure you smash the piece of the like button. We got Baddy's got 5. Cucurella's got number 3. Ashley Cole's number in it. Disasi's got number 2. That was Ivanovic. We got Leslie's got number 16. Mine's with a Di Matteo, bruv. Chukwemeka's got number 17. Christopher Nkunku's got number 18. I'm happy with that. Broha's got Mason Mount's number 19. Does suit Broha. Santos has got 20. I like that. Connor's got his 23. Ben Chilwell's 21 still. Let's have it right. Reece is 24. Gusto 27. Matson 29. Robert Sanchez 31. Wes is 33. Burstow's 37. Bergstrom 47. Eddie Beach 50. Lewis Hall 67 is going on loan. I mean, we don't know if they're going to be surplus to requirements, but that squad does not look strong enough for me. Straight away, bruv. I'm looking at that, and I mean, Madueke number 11 is the only one I'm not too, you're giving him Didier's number, special number. Personally, I think that should have been weighted. If we're going to get a marquee signing, they get the number 11. But let's see what happens. Maybe he's going to prove me wrong, and I hope he does. But I like the fact that Jackson's got the number 15, guys. Minnels Matson as well, yeah, 29. Is he 29? I think I missed that. Is he 29? Yeah, he is. Matson's a baller, bruv. We know. Dutch minerals. Yeah, we know. All right, guys. So, smash the like button, guys, if you haven't already. I'm going to have a look now and see if there's any. Yeah, you got Caicedo at Leicester. It will do very well for you guys. Georgie will do very well for you. Yeah, of course, Fab's making that money now. And that's why he keeps repeating generic tweets. Keeps putting out generic recycled tweets for a reason. All right. I'm just having a quick look, guys. Chelsea have reached out to Man City on the possibility of signing either Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden. Both players want first team football. Phil Foden would be perfect versatile. I mean, the geezer, what is he waffling, bruv? Fucking hell, what are we doing here? That's waffle, mate. So it doesn't look like there's anything happening in a minute. Ryan says 3 numbers: Caicedo number 4, Vahalovic number 9, and Lisa 22. There's also number 5 available, which I think maybe Caicedo gets. But yeah, you got 4 and 5. I don't really want Vahalovic to get a number 9 if he does come. I just don't want anyone to take that number 9 shirt. It's just been fucking cursed ever since that Belarus. Yeah, 5 is Badashila. Yeah, you're right. So I think, is that true? Yeah, Baddy was 5. I thought he was 4. Was he 4 or 5? I have to go back. I can't bother to check again. Yeah, Badashile's number 5. So it'd be number 4 for Caicedo, probably. Number 4, guys. I mean, listen, if certain players come, any marquee players come, you might have an instance of they switch shirts. But I think if they've already announced the shirt numbers, I don't see some marquee signing like some superstar like a Neymar, Mbappe, anyone like that coming to Chelsea if you've already done the shirt numbers. Or maybe, I don't know, sometimes you've seen instances where they do change it. I'm not too bothered. I'm not too bothered. All right, guys, make sure you do smash the likes, guys. Let's get at least 300 likes with the stream. Very important to push it out. And make sure you do subscribe, all that jazz. Put your comments down below. And let's see. Listen, I expect us to sign Caicedo. I don't think it'll be done now. I don't think he'll play Liverpool. But it's clear as day that he's forcing himself out. He's trying to do his best to get himself out. All that talk about Caicedo being spotted with his agent in London last night is waffle. That was posted on the 20th of June. Or was it July? Sorry. 20th of July on Instagram. That's not last night. So that was false information on Caicedo. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's too much waffle going on around. You have to be very, very careful what you read. Big up Real Rises. Why always our players, when they're injured, have hard injuries? Is our medicals bad PR? Do the players training false? And Nkunku, Broha, Fofana. I mean, look, with Fofana, we know he's got a track record of injuries. I think Nkunku has got a track record of injuries. Broha just had an unfortunate incident and he got injured. It happens. I mean, look at Loftus-Cheek as well. It happened to Loftus-Cheek in pre-season. He would have been a different player, if he never had that injury. Look at Cho when he had his injury. Different, it changes you. So yeah, we don't know. Is Nkunku going to come back the same player? Is Fofana going to come back the same player? This is why you do your due diligence. You do your research. You understand and research these players. Know their medical circumstances, their history. Yeah, Fofana broke his leg, man. We paid 70 odd million for him. I don't know. My midfield right now, if I'm being honest, I'd probably play Gallagher, Santos, and Enzo in midfield. So I'd have Enzo as the number 10 rotating with Gallagher, Santos as your sitter. I'd play Jackson, Mudryk, and then Sterling. And then you play Chilwell, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Colwill. That's my team with probably Kepa. That's my team. And I think the gaffer's probably going to go with that. That's the best option. He might play Chukwuemeka, but I don't know. I don't know. He might want to have something on the bench. And I think if he does change it, he might switch Santos for Chukwuemeka, put Chukwuemeka as number 10, and then put Gallagher and Enzo in the double six later on down the line. But I'll probably start with that. I don't know. Maybe Maatsen as well. I mean, this is a call for the gaffer, so we have to see what's his thought process, what he thinks is best. We don't know just yet how Liverpool are going to set themselves up, so we have to see how they set themselves up. But it is what it is. I trust in the gaffer, and we'll do the best we can. I do think we can get a result, guys. I don't think we're that far in the mud. I just think that for the whole season, it's not enough. We need more. And it's a whole season. It's not just like, I'll play Liverpool. Yeah, we got some lesser games, whatever, weaker teams to play. They're all going to be hard games. Yes, we got benefit where we're playing one game a week and all that jazz. But if we can get a win against Liverpool, which let's have it right, every game we go into, we want to win and we believe we can win, whatever. Then it sets us up mentally. Adds belief, keeps momentum, and to beat Liverpool is a great way, because I do think come December's, January's, it's going to be tough, especially when the cup competitions start creeping in. But at the same time, you're going to have Man City playing Champions League football. You've got Newcastle, Arsenal, Man United all playing Champions League football. You've got Liverpool playing Europa League football, and when that kicks in, that will affect things in the league table. So I think there is a great chance for Chelsea. I just think you need to get the right players, but don't panic buy. Is Vahailovic a panic buyer? I'm not so sure he is. I think it works for both clubs to get Vahailovic, and he's 23, so he's not old. He's a bit of a fox in the box. He can score goals. And I think Poch can get a tune out of him. But we need Caicedo. We need another DM. We've got Santos there. If they're looking to sell Gallagher, again, you need midfielders. We've got no Nkunku now for 4 months. We need a creative player. For me, we haven't got enough creative midfielders. Enzo's your creative midfielder, but he's not playing as a creative midfielder. We need another creative midfielder and bring Nkunku back, and then I feel a little bit more confident. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. All right, big up everyone. Respect to everyone. Smash the like button, subscribe, notifications button, memberships, all that jazz, and put your comments down below, and let's see what news breaks out. Hopefully we get some good news. Something positive, because I'm sick of all these damning injuries. and all this doom and gloom, bruv. And I'm sick of all the false narratives being put out. And this is the reality. Quick one from Rebel Rising. Would you loan Felix out again? Out. We're told Pochettino doesn't want him. I don't believe it. I know it's not true. I know that they couldn't afford him. They didn't want to sign him. They couldn't sign him. If it is like an option to loan him, then I don't see what else we got. I honestly can't tell you what else we got as an option. Neymar's not happening. Mbappe's not happening. I don't even know if that Viega's an opportunity, if there's a possibility with that player. I think he's linked to someone else. But again, he's very young. So Felix would be a good shout. Don't get me wrong. But it's like loan. No more than a loan. I won't buy him. I won't pay 100 million for him. No chance, mate. Potentially. We haven't got anything else. He's better than Chukwuemeka in a 10. Fucking hell. Of course he is. He's better than Nkunku in a 10. Because Nkunku for me is not a 10. So, but, and I always come down to it, Felix didn't get one assist last season. If last season is a benchmark, you can't really. It was a shocking season. We were all over the gap. You got to put that on Felix as well. He did score some goals. I think he got 4 goals. But yeah, I probably would at this moment. I probably would, to be fair. I don't think he's an upgrade on anything we had previously that we've sold. He's not an upgrade, but it'd be all right. It'd be something to give us some sort of hope creatively and allow him to create, actually allow him to create and have a DM around him. I think when you have a DM, it unlocks all of your players. We haven't had that DM. So maybe once we get a Caicedo in, it will unlock a certain way of playing. And it will give a license to these players. And maybe Felix will reap the benefits of that, like a Mudryk and a Sterling will. The whole team will. Once you get that DM, it helps the team, the balance of the team. That's so important. And we still ain't got the DM. So yeah, maybe we loan him. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say no, but I don't even see that happening. I don't even see him paying the wages. But we'll see what happens, Geezer. But big up, guys. We're going to wrap it up. So please put your comments down below and respect. Do you see Caicedo getting dragged till deadline day? I don't think we can afford to wait that long, to be honest. The thing is, if you go and win against Liverpool, then everyone doesn't get so desperate for Caicedo, do they? But if you lose against Liverpool, or it's a poor performance or whatever, this is what I'm saying. It's like the supporters have this amazing power to dictate what this ownership does. And this ownership relies upon the supporters. What they're thinking, their moods. Are they positive? Are they negative? This and that. They play on this because they don't want the supporters turning on them. So, like I say, if we win against Liverpool, then Caicedo will probably go further down the line. If we lose against Liverpool, or it's a bad result, draw, lose, poor performance, then I think the pressure kicks on where you just go out and get him. And Pochettino's expecting 4 players, we're told. What are the quality of the 4 players is what I want to know. And that's what I want to see. But it's what it is, guys. Big up every single one of you. Make sure you hit the like button, all that jazz, and put your comments. And I'll see you on the next show, guys. Do you know what I mean? So have it right. Big up to everyone. Stay healthy. Stay positive, I guess. But it is what it is. We'll keep saying it as it is. We ain't sugarcoating. But yeah, and we'll see what happens. I also want to say, I think that Arsenal might dip off this year. I think they'll dip off. I think they've got too many players to to bed in. And if they take, what's his name, Partey out of their team, I think they struggle. I think they struggle without him. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting season. And the bottom line is, we don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. It's unpredictable. Football is unpredictable. No one expected Arsenal to go on that run last year and be competing. So, anything's possible. Maybe Pochettino lands it and we do end up like somehow competing, if you want to spin it on that way. Everything's got to go in your favour. We need a bit of luck. Momentum. Right now, we haven't got that much luck. We just got Nkunku out for 4 months. So it's touch and go, guys. But we'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to the season and what it's going to bring. And we support our boys and our gaffer, and we land it, guys. Big up to everyone. And as always, up to Chelsea, up Mills FC. And put your comments, guys. I'll see you soon.